and today we are going to be testing Melissa's B12-5 Cakery. And her sweets are, of course, cookies, cakes, or any kind of fudge you would love. And if you want to write this down, here's her phone number, 601-336-0056. And the first sweet we'll be trying is homemade marshmallow dipped in semi-sweet chocolate. And right here is rice paper snowflakes. It just adds that little bit of magic to this homemade marshmallow. It tastes magnificent. It's so sweet. I love the chocolate coating. It just adds that bit of magic to all of the marshmallow. It's so good. And the next thing we are trying is dark chocolate fudge with roasted pecans. And it's just this little tiny slice of fudge, of course with nuts, called pecans. It's so smooth and chocolatey. The pecan nuts add that nutty flavor. And of course, if you like little snacks like this, you can get these and snack on them in the morning or as a midnight snack. It's perfect. And now we are going to be trying salted milk chocolate fudge. And it has these little chocolate chips on the top, and it looks a little lighter than the dark chocolate fudge, and it just looks that more magical. This tastes a little bit sugarier than the dark chocolate, because of course dark chocolate is supposed to be a rich, smooth kind of chocolate, but this lighter fudge is just sweet, and the chocolate chips are just awesomeness with the fudge. And so these little snacks of fudge is just perfect for when you just want to lower your appetite or just snack on something very tasty. And now we are going to be trying 3 different kinds of cookies. Butterscotch cookies with chopped nuts. It kind of tastes like the pecans that are on the dark chocolate fudge, but the butterscotch, it makes it a lot more sugarier, and it just tastes a little bit like peanut butter. And we will be moving on to plain butterscotch cookie. This tastes like the butterscotch ice cream you would get at Walmart. It tastes so good, so amazing. Butterscotch is so sweet and tasty. good flavor, but the texture of the cookie is a little bit smoother than the other ones. The chocolate chip cookie is probably my favorite cookie because of the texture, and it just kind of melts on your tongue, and it tastes so good. And now, we're going to do the sugar cookie with drizzled and edible glitter. Now this looks like a wonderful candy cane, and it's of course my favorite color, red. Now the edible glitter is kind of just like little red chunks of sugar, and the red drizzle looks kind of like cake icing gel. It tastes like an amazing sugar cookie, like any other sugar cookie, but just like more sugar. And it just tastes so good, and the texture is kind of like the chocolate chip cookie, but a lot softer. And it just tastes that more amazing. Now, the sugar cookie with drizzle and edible rice paper snowflake. Now, this reminds me of the movie Frozen. And I've never really tasted rice paper, so we'll just see how this goes. That tastes incredible. The blue actually tastes like a silky chocolate. And the paper doesn't really taste like anything, but it's still amazing. And the next thing is red velvet cake with cream and cheese icing. Like a very good appetizer for a wedding or a special occasion, and it just looks like this cheese cream. It looks so good. It's so creamy. It's incredibly good. I can just eat a million of these. Oh my god. The next thing we're going to try is carrot cake. Now, I've never really tried carrot cake, so this is probably going to be my first one ever. And it looks more like a cake that you would get on Christmas with vanilla icing. This icing tastes a lot like the red velvet, and the cake is really soft and fluffy, and it tastes like maybe a little bit like soft candies or cotton candy or something a little bit like that. And now we're going to try dark chocolate cake. Now this like like something for Christmas. It kind of reminds me of the huge blanket of snow on Christmas Day. Right, the dark chocolate tastes a little bit like the dark chocolate fudge. It's fluffy and creamy, and it tastes so good, well mixed together. Now we're going to try cookies and cream cake, what sounds really interesting. Now, this looks like something I'm really good for. It looks so amazing. The cookies and cream is something I really like. So if you want to give this as a gift to anybody, I'd like to do that because I love cookies. All I have to say for this is it's incredible. It's just the texture of the cake and the sweet flavor of the cookies and cream, and it's just mind-blowing. I don't even know what to say. Now the next thing is vanilla cake with milk chocolate. Now the milk chocolate looks a little bit like peanut butter, and the cake isn't as fluffy as the other ones, so I think this is more of a muffin than a cake. The milk chocolate is incredible. I can't even describe how it tastes. It's so good. If you have a special sweet tooth, I bet it'll be satisfied with this treat. Now, last but not least is the ultra dark coffee truffle. And on this truffle is edible golden glitter. Look at that. This tastes so much like a sweetened coffee with cream, and it's amazing. And I'd never know that glitter, this kind of glitter, was edible. It tastes something perfect, like you would get in a coffee cafe or anything else like that. And it just tastes perfect. If you're a real coffee in the morning person, I bet you'd love this. And that is all the cakes we have today. Bye!